Welcome to the Sunday Suitcase podcast, where we prove that great legal minds and great health go hand in hand. Each week, your host, Alex Ramirez, will be bringing you weekly doses of fitness inspiration, wellness wisdom, and real stories from legal professionals who made health a priority. So get ready to energize your legal career from the inside out.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Suitcase. I'm your host, Alex. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I feel can completely change the way you approach your health, and that is developing a movement or wellness mindset. A movement or wellness mindset is all about how we view physical activity. It's shifting our perspective from movement as a chore or something that's on your to-do list to movement as a privilege, something that you get to do. When you think about it for a second, how often do you find yourself saying, I need to get this workout done. I have to get this workout done. I just need to check this off my list because I have other stuff to do. And it's this have to mindset that makes it feel like a punishment. But when you start embracing movement or a movement mindset, it becomes an opportunity for you to celebrate the gift of movement. So let's talk about why this mindset is so important, especially for those of us who are in the legal profession. Our work is already super demanding, not just mentally, but also emotionally and honestly, sometimes physically. So whether you're poring over contracts, preparing for a trial, or just managing your client expectations, it's really easy to let movement or our exercise fall to the bottom of our priority list. And we all know by now that movement is probably one of the most effective ways for us to manage stress. So if you're seeing your workouts as just another task or something you check off your list, it's gonna be really overwhelming. When you start to shift to that movement or that wellness mindset, you now start looking forward to your workouts, and you see it as something that isn't something that you're forcing yourself to do, but it's something that you're doing because you enjoy it, because you know it's going to help you think clearer, sleep better, and honestly just show up as your best self. So how do you make this shift? I think the first thing you can do is find joy in the movement. So forget about what you think you should be doing or what you have to do. Ask yourself, what makes you feel good? Is it going for a walk? Is it doing yoga, cycling, rowing, dancing in your kitchen? Whatever it is. The key is to focus on doing something that brings you joy. The second thing you can do is to make sure that you're celebrating progress, not perfection. So movement isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. So did you take the stairs today? Did you stretch after sitting for a long period of time? Celebrate that, because those little things do add up. The third thing is to reframe your why. Instead of saying, I need to work out, I have to work out, change it to, I want to move. I want to work out because I know it helps me feel more energized and less stressed. This tiny little shift can have such a huge impact. The fourth thing you can do is see it as a privilege. Movement is a gift. It's a way to honor your body for everything it allows you to do on a daily basis. Like, for example, for us is just navigating our careers, or for others, myself included, is caring for your loved ones. And, this is where for me, as I've gotten older, my workouts have shifted, as has my mindset. I've come to realize how lucky I am that I get to move. And a couple of years ago, I was one of those folks who I did very hardcore workouts. And 2 years ago, I got diagnosed with a hiatal hernia. I had no idea what that was. The only symptom I had was really severe acid reflux. Once I got diagnosed, I was basically told, you have to stop lifting heavy. I was slightly devastated because that was pretty much the only way I knew how to lift. My entire life, I've been lifting heavy, doing all sorts of CrossFit-like workouts. And now here I was having to figure out how to change what the only thing I knew how to do. And I want to say for a while, I was in this weird zone where I just kept thinking, well, if I can't lift heavy, then I'm just not going to lift at all. What's the point? And it took me a while to honestly start to realize that even though I couldn't do some of the heavy lifting that I was doing, that I could still move. And that is a blessing in and of itself. Like, just because I can't do the heavy lifting doesn't mean there's other things I cannot do. And I had to take some time to figure out, one, the types of workouts that I could do, and also to remind myself on a daily basis that I get to do this, that I get to get up every day and I get to put on my shoes and I get to go out for walks. I get to move. I get to still exercise. And, after getting that diagnosis, I was very careful about the fact that I should not be taking movement for granted. None of us should. It's a privilege. And it's a time that I take to give back to myself. And as a lawyer, and, I think for anyone in the legal profession, you're going to notice the difference. So here's my challenge for you. Can you go this week without seeing your workout as a chore? Can you find a way to enjoy the movement? Whether it's a walk, whether it's, rowing, cycling, lifting, whatever it is that you're doing. Can you find a way to remind yourself, this is a gift. I get to do this every single day. And I think if you say that to yourself every day, you're going to slowly start to see that it's going to feel less and less like a chore. You're going to start looking forward to your workouts. So that's pretty much what I had for you all today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this episode inspired you, then I would love for you to share it with a friend or a colleague who might need a little bit of a mindset shift. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more of these amazing tips if you can. Until next time, make sure you keep moving, you stay healthy, and keep unpacking those wellness tips.